But we're not going live in the main group. We're going live in the Brotherhood.
Why not?
Well, that's the only one that's added. So,
Can I be other one?
so we add the other one. Well, we're already live, so
Are we?
yeah.
What do you mean? Are we?
What the fuck? Yeah, we are.
Are we? Are we?
Yeah.
Make sure.
That's how you like to begin, just choking.
Just
Choke.
I like choking, but not myself.
Okay, it's done.
The fuck?
So we're live.
What's up?
That's the sound of Corona.
Yeah, Corona is coming.
Let's go, motherfuckers. Let's do this.
Fart? No, I'm not.
Maybe better to shut this door.
Yeah, we shut the door in. This live stream is just for people that want to hang out, just chill out, smoke some
Yeah.
shisha, and just just be useless like usually,
Alright,
So yeah, what's up, guys? I have to talk to that. So today I have here a good friend of mine. He's not known. He's a very well. Do you want to share your identity?
well, these days I prefer to go by just plain hacker.
Okay.
Just,
So I have
just
a
like,
hacker here.
Just that's my name.
So I have a hacker that helped me a lot in my journey.
But that's not important.
That's not important at all.
Names are useless.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So we're gonna just play like by the book. Maybe you can like ask some like what thing would be good for people to like.
So the main reason that we started to hang out was because I noticed that you were the sort of person who was able to transform yourself. Like you were someone who constantly made these changes in the way you thought about things. And the whole day today, we've just spent just hanging out, talking. Like we haven't actually hung out for a while, couple of days, couple of weeks maybe. I don't know. So like today we've just been going over different concepts, and one thing that really stuck out in my mind today was the conversation we just had now about the RAS. So could you like explain a little bit about what that is for people who probably don't know what RAS means?
Yeah. So in a short version, RAS it's called Reticular Activation System. So you can Google it if you are curious more, go in depth about what it means. But basically, the RAS is your reticular activation system. That it's your selective focus. So whatever you currently believe in, whatever your beliefs are in this moment, you will always look for things outside of yourself and inside of yourself to confirm that whatever you believe it's right. So because of that, you will just if you never even like question it and you're not aware of that this exists, you will just go on and reinforce whatever you believe in, and even if it's not the best beliefs for yourself, you just go on and on and on, and then you will become stronger and stronger over time. And the longer it goes, the harder it is to like question it, because at some point it just becomes who you are. It just becomes your identity. So if it becomes your identity and you now have to question who you are, or who you have been since you like whatever time you like hung on to that, then can be quite scary actually.
Okay.
Because it's all you know to this day. So if you actually realize that whatever you know to this day it's not correct, that's quite like, so what, like then like you should question like, then what's correct? So if I'm wrong, what's right, and like what should I believe in then if this is not right? And that's quite like we all always want to hang on to what's already there, we're already certain, we're already like live by, so we don't want to question it because we want to be at some level of certainty about who we are, and from that reason you don't want to like go find other set of belief because that's unknown, that you don't know, you never experienced it, you never been in that position, so it's quite scary actually
Mm.
to shift.
Okay.
That's short version.
So that was a pretty short version of what I asked for you. You're
Yeah.
straight to the point.
Very straight to the point. So did you understand? It's like you think like if someone doesn't is not very articulate, they would understand like what I just said, or
Um, yeah, I think the main message from that I took is that the RAS is basically some mechanic that's built inside your brain or within inside you that over time it's probably there for a reason. It's evolved over time, but right now you can choose to use this uh, like functionality in your brain either to benefit you and improve yourself, or you can use it to reinforce the current behaviors that you have. And most people use it for the second option to like reinforce their current situation.
mm-hmm.
And if you flip it and use it for the opposite and start to notice when certain behavior patterns start to manifest themselves into your life, it can help you improve to another level.
Yeah, I think the hardest part is like you feel bad if you feel bad about yourself if you think you're wrong. Like you never want to like. That's why people like sometimes in arguments they go fucking like get really fucking pissed because they don't want to be wrong. They want to be right because when you are right, you get like a your brain gets like hyped up with like dopamine, serotonin, so you want to be sure, like you want to feel good. You don't want to feel shitty and then be like, oh shit, I'm wrong, I'm wrong all the time. You want to have some sense of like, okay, I know what the fuck I'm doing. So that's why it's dangerous. This if you're not aware of this reticular activation system, because you will always find people and situations that will reinforce that current reality that you're in, and everyone that challenges it, you will just push away.
Right.
You will just push away everyone that doesn't agree with your view of reality, and that's the danger, because it's easy to then alienate the people that are actually trying to really help you and bring into your life people that just like yes men. They just maybe put you on a pedestal or they think you're like amazing, and then you surround yourself only with these people that just tell you that you're always right and you yeah that's amazing. You cut yourself the opportunity to grow. So basically you are like shooting yourself in the foot by just wanting to feel good all the time and having people that just follow whatever you do, wherever you say like it's the truth, right? So you want to be aware of it. You want to be around different kinds of people. You will definitely have yes people around you, but you should not only focus on having yes people around you. You should always people that contradict you, people that don't agree with you, people that have completely different perspectives, different. You should always like get those people around you because those people are fucking important. You don't want to get to a point where everyone just like just fun and flirty, but no one is growing. Everyone is just getting stuck because they just so that's actually what happens with most people. They get around people that kind of in the same level,
Mm.
kind of in the same like let's say spectrum of life. They're not too high. Like that's why like usually your friends are a mirror of you because you're gonna attract the people that they want to reinforce their RAS on you.
Mm.
So they want to when they want to have people around them that don't question it. And for that reason, if you don't want people that don't question it, then you have to only have people around you that are in the same level of you.
We have a
Because
question.
how are you doing? I don't
It's from
know.
a Facebook user by the name of Eduardo.
Like I don't
Eduardo.
know what he means by gorgeous. Like is it
Well, it's this guy. You recognize this guy?
What? Being notified when Diogo next.
No, this
What?
Eduardo.
Eduardo, yeah.
So
What's up, bro?
I assume he's talking to you.
I guess this is not Eduardo. Is- but yeah, I'm doing pretty interestingly well.
Interestingly well.
Yeah, like
That's like
at
push
to,
pull.
and to,
Push pull.
interestingly, yeah, like natural push pull, natural. But yeah, like so, what do you have to say about that? Like, what do you think about that?
I wasn't listening. I was sorting out
Really,
the audio.
fuck you.
I was sorting out
So
the
I was
audio.
saying like you will attract the friends
Right.
that most likely will kind of like be at the same lane as you are, so nobody challenges nobody.
Hmm.
Everybody kind of like agrees in the same beliefs, in the same way of thinking the world. Every kind of like everyone is at the same level. That's why like yeah, like you will probably won't find yourself in a circle of friends like millionaires or people that are eye level because they don't want to hang out with you. You will not bring any value because you actually would be bring toxicity because they will all constantly challenge your beliefs
Hmm. Okay. Yeah.
because whatever they would say that they believe in probably is not congruent to what you believe in. Otherwise, you'd be in their circle.
Right, but I think for most people, it's like that circle of friends that they have. It's kind of people that they've known for a while, and maybe they hang out with them out of convenience. Whereas someone like a millionaire or people on that level, they'd go out seeking for improvement. They're always looking for the next thing. They're looking for someone else to like push them in another area of life, and that's why if they maybe hang out with you for a couple of hours or a day, if you're not the sort of person who can add value to their life, they won't. If you can add value to their life, then they might bring you in, but otherwise, not so.
Yeah, I think. What do you think is value for most people? What's valuable for
What
most
is?
people?
I mean,
Like
that depends on what you value, like your
Yeah, like
values
most people, what would they value in a friendship or in a relationship in general?
in a relationship.
Yeah.
I mean, it's difficult to generalize, but I think for like a general idea is like someone who is well. I mean, I can only go off my own experience. I can't like
Mm.
generalize for like most people.
But I would
But
say
it's
from
like
my own experience from before in the past is most people value comfort. So they will pick their friends not based on any like let's say like any value in the way we see it. Is more the value for them is like okay, this person I feel comfortable. So let's say you meet a person in your job and you become friends with them. You only became friends with them not because they had something special to your life, but because they are you are comfortable with them and
right,
and you probably don't have a lot of options
right.
to hang out with people. So that's our two reasons. It's like you feel comfortable and you have scarcity of people to hang out with. So
Hmm.
you end up just kind of like it's kind of like random.
Hmm.
You don't have control over the people like you end up friends. Most people don't have control. They just kind of end up like in the same job or in the same school or they kind of like meet like that. It's not under their control.
Right.
It's just completely fucking random. So that's why that's not really a relation, a friendship in my view. Is like a real friendship, or at least in what I perceive, is like a friendship is someone that not doesn't do or doesn't tell you and does to you what you want them to do, but what you need.
But I don't know if that's the case for like most people because
That's
no,
what
but
I'm saying.
it's like even that situation is like maybe a friend is someone like people consider friends as people who don't challenge them because they want them to accept them no matter what. Like if I
Mm.
make a mistake, you're not going to judge me for it. Like maybe you will help me to improve after the situation. You're not going to judge me for it during it, but like maybe that friend that you're describing during a difficult situation might be trying to push them when all they need is like some time alone or some time to just make the mistake to then go through it and then they
Mm.
need the friend on the other side to when they're down to like help them back up.
Okay, but let's say like so. like, can you repeat what you just said because I got a little confused actually. Like you said, so you said like the friend is not to push you.
No,
Is more of like
no, I'm not saying. I'm saying if you think the definition of the friend is only to push you, that makes sense in a certain sense. But for most people, I would think that rather than having a friend to just push them, they would prefer to have that friend available after the situation. Like if they're going through a difficult time, maybe like after they've made all their mistakes, the friend is still there, no matter what. That's what
but the
they see as a
problem is
friend.
like if they're doing the mistakes and then they keep falling into the victim mentality and the friend is like, yeah,
Right.
you are a victim, like reinforcing the victim for the other person.
Right.
That's you should be like, no, the friend should be like, step up. You're not a fucking victim. Wake up. You know. That's the way I see it. Like,
Okay.
if someone falls into victimhood, your friend shouldn't be there to like be nice to you after like with that. Like I think tough love is definitely underrated. I think sometimes the only way to give the person what she needs is giving them tough love.
She.
What?
She. We're not talking about girls right now.
Yeah. What? Girls? No.
Girls.
People in general. Tough love, it's necessary. Like, but like people are so nice and like holding on to like I don't want to look bad in front of these people or I don't want to be rude or seen as rude. You all hold back that actually would be good for them. You hold back some information that would be like helpful in the long term for these people. So what the fuck are you doing?
Wait,
So yeah.
hold on.
So yeah, maybe guys, we can talk about anything. Like you guys can send some questions, and we'll be happy to answer.
Diga, pizza já chegou.
Bora?
Hã? É? Está ali na cozinha.
You brought some pizza.
Yeah,
Gosh,
yeah,
fuck
we're
you.
still, bring it here. We're still
Yeah,
live, we're live
bring
streaming.
it, bring it. Guys, we're gonna eat some pizza.
Who the fuck is?
And now we have one person on YouTube, one person on.
One person on YouTube, one person on Facebook.
What happens with the Facebook social hackers?
It's still connecting for some reason.
Okay.
I don't know why. Maybe we need to switch it off and do another one because it's not. Okay, because it was the first time connecting to that one. But it's.
So apparently pizza came and.
Wait. Yeah, let me just keep. Because it's not connected
What?
with social hackers. For some reason.
So yeah, guys, in the live stream, send some questions in the chat, so we can be more helping you in your specific situation instead of just talking about in general and rambling. Like I'm very good at like, just fucking talking shit. But yeah, basically like if you want to, what? What's funny? My dad. What the
I was
fuck?
like, okay, let me just see.
Oh, I saw that. It's not that bad.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not some porn shit.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was pretty terrible. I was expecting more. Interesting.
Jesus Christ, dude. What a pervert.
So anyway, yeah, you were saying about the stuff.
Yeah, I was just the stuff. I was just talking about like people underrate the importance of having the right friends.
Alright, so how would you recommend that somebody finds friends like that? If they are in a situation where they find it difficult to socialize with people and meet new people, then how you support? Like if you do, it's the same scarcity when it comes to girls because if you do find a friend, you're just gonna want to stick to whoever wants to hang out with you.
Yeah. That's the thing. Is like the hardest point here. It's when you have to, if you are not able to socialize, you have to like get yourself out there, like and learn what the fuck and learn like and baby step it. I think a lot of guys they beat themselves way too much and they don't are like small playing baby stepping, you know. So what I mean by restepping is like instead of like making this huge, trying to make this huge leap and just jumping, trying to go from like 0 to hero in fucking a week, you can try to just go like small increments, like 1% every day. Just like fuck, if you can't talk to anybody, just fucking go ask the time like I did to old lady or something like that, and just start from there. And at the same time, be aware of your own stories in your head because there's a bunch of them, like probably telling you like yeah, why am I doing this? Like, what's the point? Like, there's always this story like you suck and stuff like that. So you have to always be aware. These stories that you hear in your own head. This is not you who you are. Like, these stories is not you. You probably made an identity out of the stories and you think this is you, your past is you, all your traumas, all your shit that happened to you, it's you, but none of that is you. It's just the way you start connecting with those things and thinking that that's who you are and that's it. So stop thinking that's who you are. Accept those patterns because they're really there. They're not fucking. Don't be fucking delusional. Accept that they're there, but don't think that's they're part of your identity. And just start like, okay, I'm having the thoughts are coming, but this is not my thoughts. And okay, if this is the story as I've been telling myself until today, which stories would be more helpful? Like, what story could I tell myself about right now that could be more productive and be more overall like I could execute better?
Okay. So why do you think you were able to come to that realization that the stories are what drives your perception?
Because like this is what I got is like reality. Reality doesn't can be not perceived. Right? Reality cannot be perceived, right?
What do you mean?
Because perception is reality. So reality doesn't exist. It's just perception. Yeah.
Okay.
So your perception,
Mhm.
no matter what it is never accurate to
Right.
reality.
It's based on your past experience. And
Based on your past experience and based on whatever you want to start believing in. So let's say you tell this story that I got like this is a story you tell yourself. I was bullied in school. I have no girls in my life. I suck.
Mhm.
I don't deserve anything. This is a
Right.
story, and then you can realize, okay, this is a story. Okay, what other story could be useful now, right now in this moment? I could create a story right now. If let's say if everything is perception, I can create what I
So,
want to perceive. I
so,
can literally like create a new thing in my own fucking head.
so when you say like create a story, do you mean it in the sense of become the star of the movie that you create like
Yeah,
every day, like live in a movie and you're that star living?
yeah. It's like let's say this story that I just told about you being you had a very bad childhood. Your parents didn't treat you well. You think you thought you don't deserve anything. This is a story you created with your past. Now, what you can create is like okay, this the new story that I created was like okay, this might be true. I'm here right now. This happened, and what like what can I control right now?
Mhm.
And by thinking, okay, what can I control? I start creating a new story because now, okay, now actually I can start taking action and I can start creating a story. Whereas like I'm now the guy that used to be the victim and was this guy and that, but now I can just go and start taking action and changing that. So I start taking more responsibility. So by turning into realizing, okay, I can't really change what happened and what the fuck
The
happened.
camera gone off. It switched off.
It's fucking weird. What the heck?
Right.
There's some pizza there. Why you didn't bring it here?
I don't know if the live stream's still going. I think it is, you know. Alright. So the live stream's still going, I think. I don't know. I can't see anything. But anyways, Diogo's gone to get a pizza. But I'm not eating because right now I'm doing a juice fast. It's actually the fifth, sixth day actually. The sixth day that I haven't eaten any food. All I've been on is just drinking juices to test out if I'm capable of just resisting the food. And I realized that actually I'm way stronger than I thought. I'm way more capable of staying with this diet. And in the end, it doesn't really matter. It's all in your mind. So I'm just trying to get the screen back up. I don't know if anybody's on the stream. I don't think so. But let me see. Hold on. Okay, you have to bear with me 1 second. Okay.